Russian River floodwaters may have washed away, but residents are now knee-deep in challenges. Now, while people begin tackling the sprawling cleanup ahead, state and local agencies are jumping in to help lighten the load. KPIX 5's John Ramos has that story.
Now that the water is gone, the effort in Guerneville today was rescuing people from a sea of red tape.
This was a pretty bad flood, so it went places that normally you might have been safe for a decade or 2 decades.
Driving into Guerneville, you are reminded why water is the most destructive force on Earth. The everyday stuff of people's lives is now toxic junk, piled in heaps on the side of the road. A young woman named Butterfly stayed too late to help a friend and got stuck, and now the car she just bought a week ago is ruined.
There's so many of us. We were walking around this morning. I asked them, I said, well, where do we go? What do we do? And they're like, I don't know. I don't know. And a lot of us are that way.
So today, the county opened a one-stop disaster assistance center. Here, state and local agencies were offering help with everything from insurance to psychological counseling to replacing a lost driver's license. But perhaps most important for homeowners trying to cut through the bureaucracy was an office issuing over-the-counter construction permits. So you could actually get a permit today to start construction?
I've seen people come in and walk out with a permit to start working on their home within 15 minutes.
It seems that people in Guerneville are so experienced with flooding that many homeowners and businesses in town are already starting to rebuild. With the help of some of his loyal clients, Berlin Fisher moved his hair salon upstairs, and downstairs has already cut out the soggy wallboard and replaced all the electrical boxes.
We just had to get everything aired out as soon as possible. The faster you get the mud out and you get the air out started, the better and the easier it is.
For those who can rebuild, there is help. But for others, like Butterfly, the most urgent need is housing. You see, the car she bought last week was also where she was living. Do you know what your next step is?
Just help around as much as I can and hope that God will send enough help for everyone, I guess. That's all I can do.
The next step will be to get the federal government to declare this a disaster area. When they get that, it will help to fund up to 75% of local government response and assistance. In Guerneville, John Ramos, KPIX 5.
While housing is the biggest need right now, it is also in short supply. Sonoma County already had a housing shortage after the wildfires in 2017, and now the Guerneville flood is only making that problem worse.